The kids in my class have an extended warranty. Talking to parents is probably my least favorite part of being a teacher. It's the moment when I realize that some of the worst people imaginable are raising these kids. That's exactly what I'm thinking when I look into Seth's mother's eyes and tell her that her son is suspected to have autism. Her pupils widen slightly, like she's trying to process the words but refuses to accept them. Seth Wilder sits next to her silently. He's a quiet kid, a good kid who excels in creative writing, but cannot seem to get his head wrapped around math equations and social interaction. He doodles on his desk and gets bullied for liking Demon Slayer, which is normal for a 12-year-old kid. "Excuse me?" Seth's mother leans across my desk so close a globule of saliva hits me in the cheek. I wince. Seth ducks his head further, embarrassed. I can't stop staring at the number marked onto the back of his arm. 30HD. "I'm sorry, did you just tell me to my face that my child is defective?" I smile, swiping at my face. "Mrs. Wilder, I think you might be misinterpreting. Don't put words in my mouth," she shrieks. "You said my child was defective." "Mrs. Wilder," I raise my voice over her incessant screeching. "Autism is not a fault with your child. His brain just works differently. Seth is an incredibly creative and wonderful kid. He's excelling in creative writing and math," his mom demands. I shake my head, a shiver creeping down my spine. I'm losing her. I squeeze my eyes shut. "Mrs. Wilder, there's a lot of support offered for children with autism." "I don't care," Mrs. Wilder says. "What are his math scores?" I maintain my smile, my jaw aching. If I don't choose my words carefully, I'm fucked. Math. I exhale a breath. Seth is pale, sweating. He can't sit still, his eyes glued to his lap. His mother doesn't notice. She doesn't reach out to comfort him. She doesn't even look at him. Her eyes are wide as she glares at me, thinking exactly like the other parents. If her son is not the top of the class, making her the best parent, then he's useless. Well, math isn't Seth's strongest subject, but I can assure you he is getting better. "I've heard enough," she says in finality. Her eyes terrify me. The woman's mind is made up. "Come on, Seth." Mrs. Wilder jumps to her feet, dragging the boy with her. "We're leaving. Mrs. Wilder?" I jump to my feet, my heart lodged in my throat. I'm not supposed to do this. I could lose my fucking job. Intervening in a parent's decision could get me thrown in jail. But the words spill out anyway. "I would be happy to adopt your son," I say, my voice trembling. I don't even realize I'm pleading until I'm on my knees in front of her. "Please," I choke out. "I'll give you $3,000. "Please," I choke out. "I'll give you $3,000. The woman's expression contorts, lips curling in satisfaction. I can tell she's thinking about it, weighing her options. "1 million, she says. "That's my final offer." Mrs. Wilder grabs her son's wrist. "I have an extended warranty anyway. If I return him before he turns 18, I get my money back. And if I use their biodegradable option, I even get a discount." "5,000, I grit out. "I'm on a teacher's salary, Mrs. Wilder." She leaves my office with a spluttering sound, and I'm left on my knees, my heart splintering. I know what happens when parents like her leave my office, so I stand up on wobbling legs. And I run. I run until I can't breathe, until my lungs scream at me to stop. Mrs. Wilder. I follow her all the way to her car, and she ignores me, slamming the door shut. "I'll give you everything I have," I whisper. "Just let me adopt Seth." 1 million, she says, again winding the window down. I don't have that kind of money." Seth sits in the back, his head bowed. Mrs. Wilder shrugs. "Well, we have no deal." I should have stopped interfering. I should have turned away and let Seth Wilder's mother abandon him. But I went to the bank instead. I withdrew all my savings, everything I had, and found myself at the Rainbow Factory, a towering glass building in the center of town, where parents took their defective children. Standing at the front desk, I hand over everything I have. "Seth Wilder," I choke, then correct myself, racking my brain for his registration number. "Sorry, I mean 30HC. I want to adopt him." The woman nods and types into her computer. I'm sorry," she says with a wide smile. "I'm afraid 30HC was processed about 5 minutes ago." She looks me dead in the eye, still grinning, then turns, grabs a small green baggie, and hands it over. Her hands, I noticed, are stained with blood. "Would you like his remnants? I hear they're great for your yard." I stagger back and leave the building, dropping to my knees. Vomit fills my throat and I heave, my eyes stinging. Mrs. Johnson. The panicked voice slices through my thoughts. I lift my head just as Seth Wilder is shoved past me. Along with 3 other children being led by guards, his hands tied behind his back. Seth, I glance at his arm. 30HD. He looks just like my son before I brought him here to die. Wide, terrified eyes. This time I won't turn my back. I grab him, gently pulling him away from the guards. I want to adopt this child, I say, my voice shuddering. Seth is reluctantly let go, and I pull him into a tight hug. He doesn't feel like my son yet. I know he will never replace him, but I can give him a mother. And right now that's all Seth needs.